We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from Nashville. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one, so now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Here's Spears on second down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Titans had 3 and 8 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else. Off the bootleg. Brewer in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Devon Hamilton providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that's going to be another 1st down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of theirs.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Lawrence. Out to his left. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 56 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all, not joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
In motion, left goes Burks. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Brewer. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gives it to the 30 when it's all said and done. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Spears with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Brewer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
Off off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
66-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? Evades the tackler, and now some space. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now Lawrence, open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room here to run. He stiff arms him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On play action, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Titans 10. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Right back to Spears. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And quickly they get to the line.
26. A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Let's go.
Hand off to Spears. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's a give to Spears. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 143 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. On the toss, it's Spears. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Brewer. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Off the play fake. Brewer. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Back to throw. Brewer. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lawrence will throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Tennessee offense about set, ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn that field with a lot of yardage to run.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Robinson on a give right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offense is trying to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Robinson. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Hand off now to Robinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure to get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that's one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They run the option left with Lawrence. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Gets by him at the 25. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Jaguars.
Take right open. Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. A nice little juke. Sheds off the tackle. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guy.